Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Dislyte. So, yeah, Dislyte is actively trying to kill their game. I don't understand. So, first of all, let's just go over the notes. So, Dislyte can do whatever they want. They can try and flag my video, whatever. Dislyte is dying, and it's 100% the developer's fault. And I keep making videos about it, and nobody's giving a shit. Like, seriously, Macarena just did this. They keep releasing content that is pay to win, pay to get, and they keep expecting people to be fine with it, even with all of these complaints. They're like, oh no, it'll be so much better to free to play. It's not. It's actually worse. And they still don't listen to the players. And now that game is very close to being dead. There's like a very small community that is keeping it alive. And honestly, I don't know why. It's probably just all the whales who think that people without money shouldn't have a voice. Because um, I know like 99% of the free to play players are still not playing that game. Even with the new update that's coming out, most of them are going to sign on, look at it for 10 seconds, and realize, oh, so I still have to spend half a year to get a legendary item. Yeah, not worth it whatsoever. So that game I deleted, and yeah, you guys can go watch my video. But basically, I was just watching Omni versus video, and I deleted that game because it's the same thing. The developers killed the game for 4 months. The last six updates in that game, they've been ignoring our they've been ignoring us. We wanted them to fix the gameplay, fix the bots, fix the amount of acorns we get in the game because quite frankly it's impossible to do anything. You get stuck behind paywalls immediately. um, yeah, and then the grind just takes way too long. So, and then 90% of the stuff is obviously not available to free to play, but they're fixing that, quote unquote, in 2 days, I think, ish, by the end of August. The only problem with that is they told us for 4 months they were going to release this, so they gave players a promise that it was going to be more free to play friendly, and in the meantime, it got worse and worse. And that's exactly the same trend Dislyte is following right now. It's having a period of a few months where every update is getting making the game progressively worse and worse. And that's not good because it's following the same trend as Mech Arena, and that game is dead. And this game is dying too. Less and less people are wanting to log in onto the game because there's less stuff to do, especially for endgame players. And Dislyte has to realize most of their downloads were as soon as the global launch started because Dislyte was very big at the beginning in terms of like how many people were looking out for this gotcha game. But they've slowly diminished their quality and they don't understand what we want because they're not listening. They won't listen. You need to fucking listen to what we're saying and just go with it. It's really that fucking simple. Yes, you can do your business plans or whatever, but if you do it to the point where it literally punishes the player, like free to day, sorry, Daddy Free to Play said, like all other YouTubers have been saying, not him specifically, don't flag him down because he's correct too. You guys are punishing the players and rewarding the people who spend tens of thousands of dollars on the game. So screw you guys. Seriously, Little Games, that's fucking retarded. I'm sorry, but it is. It's so stupid. Um, it's just not a good business model. I don't understand why they think it's a good business model. People don't want to spend money like this on games anymore. We've been shafted by every single company that has released a fucking gotcha game and has done the exact same bullshit and has pulled it where at the beginning it's fine, you get stuck by paywalls at the end, and in order to be ahead of everyone at the beginning, you have to pay, and it's not enjoyable when you get to a certain point, and then everyone starts quitting, and then the game dies within 5 years. We're sick and tired of that shit, so we're not going to deal with it. It's really that simple. The gaming industry needs to understand we are not going to deal with that bullshit, and if this continues, people are just going to quit mobile gaming altogether because streaming platforms for console games are becoming much easier. So I'd rather play games that like, they don't have to be online, like single player games. I could play like Wizard of Legend on my phone. So much easier. And all I have to do is pay $15 a month, which mind you is a lot more content, a lot fucking cheaper than paying for this game every month to try and stay at the top. Like it's literally that simple. And all you need in those other games is skill. This game, it doesn't matter if you have fucking skill. They're gonna keep punishing you and they're gonna keep updating the game where it doesn't matter if you have skill. It matters if you have money and specific espers. So yeah, Dislyte, thank you for being jackasses. Well, no, not thank you, because I really enjoyed this game. Mech Arena, I knew it was gonna be one of those. Like I already got shafted by war robots, so I already knew that this was gonna happen with Mech Arena, especially with how what was it? Raid Shadow Legends was. It was free to play at the beginning, and then it became pay to win 100%. Everyone's like, "Oh no, it's free to play." For like the first month, it is. After that, you're screwed. The thing that everyone has over you is either time or money. So you have to split between those. And it's continued through every single game that has been released that is gacha system related, where you have to pull characters out of packs, cards, spins, whatever you want to call it, where you have to collect items in order to pull characters and you have chances to get, better characters and worse characters. So, yeah. And then also the fact that each gacha system has been usually pretty fucking terrible and just a scam in general. This game is 100% a key example of that. Um, and some games are fine; they're better than others. This game is not that. But yeah, I just don't understand. So this game is fine at the beginning, but the thing that brings down the gotcha at the end is wish stones are impossible to fucking get. So I'm making this content now because, as you can see, I have 4 spins left. That means I drew 96 fucking draws and got not a single goddamn legendary. I've gotten 11 epics out of 100 fucking draws. It's been so bad, so scammy that I don't even want to open anymore. Like, it's so bad to the point where I have no energy when I'm opening. I'm like, I wish there was an auto open function so I literally don't have to sit here and pull out of the gotcha from a gotcha game. That's how bad it's become, this light. It's become so fucking bad. I don't want to even do any pulls out of the gotcha anymore because it's energy draining and time consuming because I can't even skip the fucking animation when you do single draws anyway. And when you do 10 draws, like, you skip everything, so you don't even get the legendary animation, and it just feels so mundane. I just don't feel like drawing anymore. I don't. And the fact is, you don't even get legendary, so you just get blue. Like you just get a ton of rares. You don't need the fucking rares. You get so many rares in this game that it's redundant. So if they don't fix that, this game is dead. So I'm just saying it right now. The nails on the coffin are being hammered this light, and Macarena is almost at their final few nails. You guys are on the start. For the past 2 months, there have been 3 nails that have been hammered in. One, you guys had a balance Esper change where you made Trevor and TA really broken. Now, the balance itself wasn't bad because it made a lot of Espers that were like kind of par or kind of mid. They made them good or they made them decent. They made other characters broken, and the problem with that is that you guys decided to monopolize that opportunity by trying to make money off of it, which is complete bullshit. And now you're doing the same thing again. So if we go to the banner, so let me just go to it. This is going to be kind of a ranty video. I'm just going to talk about. I thought this was going to be my last video, but then Dislyte decided to go ahead and shaft everybody a fucking get. Unless you have R6 everything and have the best gear in the game. Then you're probably fucking fine because, the top 50, the top 10% is going to be fine. The bottom 90 players are going to be screwed because Dislyte is a piece of shit. I'm saying it right now. Not Dislyte, the game itself. The developers are pieces of shit. It's so bad at this point. Like at this point, they just need to apologize to the community by actually doing something good. Daddy Free to Play said it himself too. He's gonna quit this game, and I agree too. I I will quit a game if the developers are being if they're acting exactly like Dislyte has, promising stuff, not delivering it, showing signs that they are deliberately not trying to be on work on the game, being lazy, and releasing pay to win content, and then telling us they're not doing that, trying to screw the person over who released it, just like a corporation would, trying to silence the truth, and then trying to apologize to us by releasing shitty content. And then continuing to do that, even though we keep telling them, you guys are screwing up, you're going to end up ruining the game, you guys are fucking us over. And what do? They keep blatantly ignoring us. 100%. I mean, there's like a 1% where they're like, "Oh, we're listening," and they address the issues by saying, "Okay, we listen. Here's what we're going to do about it, not what you guys want us to do about it." So it's just like, "All right, well, fuck you. If you're just going to do what you want, then what's the point of playing your game? What's the point of giving you feedback? What's the point of even spending time on this game?" So yeah, that's basically the conclusion everybody's getting, or at least the creators are getting. Because I love Dislyte. Dislyte is a great game. The design is amazing. The mechanics are horrible. The gameplay is horrible. The gotcha system is a scam. It's atrocious. It's literally just a money siphon. So all of these things, plus all of the stuff that developers have been doing, which includes ignoring us and making the game more pay to win, has really diminished the quality of this light. And honestly, I'm happy to say that if creators start quitting, I will quit too. That's simple. I will wait until Hysteria comes out. I will play that game. I will keep playing Danmachi. I will literally play any other gacha system other than this one. And if Lilith Games releases another game in the future, I won't even touch it. I will just make a video talking about how they're gonna scam people out of the money, and then I'm gonna download the game, rate it a 1 star, and then delete it because that is what they deserve if they kill off a game that has been only kept alive solely by the player base. You can't even say shit, developers. You have tried nothing to keep this game alive other than try and make money. That is literally the only fucking thing you have done. Making money is one part of keeping a game alive. The other thing is keeping the players happy, which you aren't doing. You're just marketing that doesn't keep a player happy. And then you're releasing pay to win content so that you can make money to keep the game going. We understand that, but we also understand that you're not going to listen to us and fix the game the way that it's going to actually be worth our time. So screw you, middle finger to your face. Like that's it. Like it's seriously, like I don't know what else to say. Um and yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the patch updates. So first, we'll talk about this part. The other patch update they released in the Discord somewhere, so you can't see it unless you're in the Discord, obviously. But I'll go to Daddy Free to Play's video that I watched because he's 100% right. I will quit Dislyte if they keep doing this, and so far it looks like it's gonna happen. So I'm really sad. Like I feel like it's inevitable that I'm going to quit because Dislyte won't listen to us. That simple. You need to stop making everything gated by espers and by wallets and by money. Doing that is not going to attract players. You want to make money? Give everybody free stuff because they're going to appreciate the game and then spend money. People don't understand that. Sorry, corporations don't understand that people are gratuitous when it comes to things that they really enjoy, especially when it comes to video games. People will spend a lot if they enjoy a video game. But when it becomes a scam, that enjoyment loses its edge. Like you don't feel the enjoyment anymore. It feels more of a like you're draining your soul literally. So yeah, so here we go with the patch notes. The reason I say that it's become more pay to win is because RTA. I will release a video later today, but RTA has been a fucking nightmare. The warm up match has been a nightmare. RTA is going to be even worse with these new espers they're releasing, but especially for the top 10% because they're all going to be spending the ridiculous amount of money, because the whales don't give a shit. They don't even. I'm pretty sure most of the whales don't even pay attention to what's going on with Dislyte right now. They're like, oh, it's become more pay to win. Okay, whatever. I'll just spend more money. Like, literally, they do not give a shit. They are one of the problems. They are not the sole reason. They are a very small problem. And the only reason they are a problem is because the developers are a problem with their marketing and how they are updating the game. So it's not their problem inherently. They're a problem because someone else caused them to be a problem, and that's the developers. So yeah, warm up match has been a nightmare, and I said that because of TA and Trevor. TA with her speed lead is ruining everything. She also has the buff Dispel, so her balance update basically made her meta for anything PvP. Um, unless you're going tanky meta, like if you're going speed cleave, which is 70% of people who are playing the game, I would say, because tanky meta costs a lot more money and is a lot harder to get. Which just goes to show that really tanky meta is only like the top 20% of players, 15% of players that are actually using it, because it's only viable really there. Unless you have a lot of speed and you have like immunity, then you can pretty much survive, I'm sure. Unless there's a lot of dispels and speed cleaving going on. Um, but yeah, so TA and then Trevor, obviously. Um, but not just PvP that it's messing up. Trevor and TA are so good for PvE, just in general. Everything else, usually not boss fight, except for Trevor. Trevor's, good at everything that you need. He's the best DPS in the game, 100%. He's the best damage dealer in the game, 100%. Um, but yeah, those two espers have pretty much just carried everybody in this game. And then, they balanced some other espers, but they were decent. Yeah, I just don't understand what they think is going to happen by doing all this. They think they're going to make more money and people are going to be happy. It's literally having the opposite effect. And they keep doing the same fucking thing. And I'm like, you know, a smart person, a intelligent fucking person, someone who actually knows what they're doing, would understand that everything they've been doing so far has been making the players unhappy and causing a lot of people to not play the game and not be happy with the game in general in the community. And I would do a complete 180. I would fix everything. I would listen to the goddamn fucking players for the last fucking time. Dislyte, seriously, I'm so goddamn pissed at this point. Ugh, seriously, goddamn. That was a weird grunt, but whatever. I am so over it at this point. Like the anger is now just turned into like I'm sick and tired of it. Um. So yeah, like just fucking listen to us. That's simple. Again, I apologize for swearing, guys, but it's gonna happen. If this slide is gonna act, you know, like assholes, I'm gonna act. I'm gonna treat them accordingly. Like that. That's just how the world works. You treat people the way you want to be treated. Um. So yeah, that was like the minor part of it, and all the updates that they've released, Celestial Anomaly, all the stuff, all the new aspects they've released, everything has been paid to win. Ritual Miracles, now that they've been updated a while ago, but their update has really distressed a lot of players and really me as general, because it's become Esper gated, money gated. When it becomes Esper gated, it becomes gated to how much money you're willing to spend on the game. And then it just doesn't become of how much fun are you willing to have. It's your fun is dependent on how much money you spend, not dependent on the time you spend on the game. So at that point, it's not a game. It's a subscription to have fun, and I don't think that's what people want. I definitely don't want that, and developers think that's what people want. People don't want a fucking subscription to have fun. We don't want to pay to have fun every single goddamn time when it's something that is permanent, because that's just not fun whatsoever. That's not fun. It loses its edge real quick. So I don't understand. So let's go to these espers before I keep ranting. So the new espers they're releasing is Nora Muse. So Greek mythology, one of the nine muses. Technically, Muse isn't like she's a minor deity, I think. she's a deity still, but she's a under Apollo, so I don't know why she's legendary in the first place, but they're doing this waifu thing to try and get money. Probably off of whatever demographic of whales they think are spending money on the female characters. Um, it's not only like shafting free to play players; it's shafting everybody who's an average player too. So I'm talking for everybody who's not spending atrocious amounts of money on the game. You can spend up to $500 on the game. You're still an average player. That's how sad it is. You can spend as much as a fucking console, Dislyte. A fucking console. And still not have as much as the top players in this game. It is fucking ridiculous. I hate it. It is bullshit to the highest degree that I don't understand why people still play the game. Literally that simple. And I'm happy that I'm getting the message from creators that they're starting to be unhappy with Dislyte because now I'm at the point where I can make videos like this is it. This is the point where the gaming mobile industry is going to have a revolution. People are fucking sick and tired of having to pay more money than you know, a laptop, a fucking monitor, a fucking console, literally everything that gives you so much more than a small piece of data in a fucking video game just so that they can have fun or that they can enjoy the game. It doesn't please anybody whatsoever. So I'm really happy that it's coming to this point. It's sad, yes, that all these great games are dying, but out of before destruction before creation comes destruction. So all of these companies are going to be destroyed, yay, because they're scum, they're vile, and they should all be fired. Not that the creators or the ones who designed the game, because they created something good. It's just how they went for the marketing mechanics was horrible. So hopefully they stay and they're at least able to, bring their creation and development side to it, not their marketing side, because they're complete scum and devils when it comes to that. But when it comes to the design and the actual elements of the game, everyone enjoys it. It shows that people love the game, but then you shafted everybody. So if Lilith Games, Firelight Games releases another game, I'm not gonna play it. That's simple. Until they fix this fucking game, and if they continue to ruin the game, then I'm just gonna quit this game and quit supporting their company in any way, shape, or form. That's simple. It's really that simple. And I think everybody should follow this paradigm because if they don't, they're gonna be screwed. They're gonna be scammed out of their money. It's really that simple. And you think that as creators we're trying to screw the companies. No, we're really trying to save the average player from wasting their money because inflation it's getting hard to live in this economy, and the more it's happening, the worse it's getting. It's becoming more important to be wise with your money. And if companies are going to scam you from your money with mobile games, sorry, scam you and take away your money, then you got to stand up for it. And the best way to do that is just be smart. Is listen to the news, watch creators, and only watch creators who are not, being you know dragged by the balls by the company. That means like the company is their sole form of revenue, and they're never going to really say anything bad about the company because they have to make money off of that company. It's the only way they live. And they put themselves in a bad situation. That's their own fucking fault. You're scum, you're scum. That's pretty much that simple. There's people work so much harder and do such harder things to make money, and they do good things rather than try and scam people. So you just have to be a good person. So I have to stop ranting. Nora is going to be 100% RTA meta, 1000%. Like it's just is. So first of all, she's going to counterattack a lot, and that's become the meta in just PvP in general because basics have a lot of power in this game. They deal damage, some of them heal, some of them control, some of them push AP, some of them debuff. Like they do a lot of stuff in the game, and a lot of characters benefit off of other teammates doing their basics. So now you have Alice, you have Andrika. Sorry, I keep saying Andrika. Sorry, Chantico or Adrena, and now you have Nora Muse. All of those characters together on a team is gonna be fucking broken. Not only that, but you have the relief set and those basics are going to be broken. So this 100% is a cash grab. 1000%. Dislyte cannot argue it. And this is because, and they did the same thing with Adrena. Getting her to R6 was impossible unless you were level 100, had the right espers, and were knowledgeable enough about the game to push content in the trials. And it was fine because the trials were manual, so you were able to do most players were able to do that. I wasn't because I don't have the right espers, unfortunately. So I was only able to get her R5. And it was very scummy the way they did that because if you go, well, I don't think they have it anymore, but if you went to the plaza, they had a pack. Oh, it's still here. Dream Valerian pack. So I looked at this and I was thinking, what could this be for? Well, if you see, they sell you Dream Valerian token or whatever this is. Basically, what that does is it allows you to go in here, say fuck you to the missions, because who cares about the missions? Who cares about actually being free to play? Let's spend money on the game and screw everybody else over. And you could just buy for Andrika, because what do you need to get her? You need these essences. And of course, I only have one more, things, one more copy of her to get, but I can't get her because the missions you needed to be have EX, and I was very fucking close. But the problem is, this was very hard unless you had the Pacific Espers, and I didn't have the right gear as well. I got rank 15, which was not bad, but I was very close to getting EX, which I really wanted just to get the banner, because I like collecting the limited edition name cards. Sorry, not banners. But yeah, they 100% made Adrena R6 a pay to win. They didn't even give you a free full epic esper. This is how stingy they're being now. They want money so badly that they're screwing people over. Like, I don't understand why you think that's a good business model. Like, everyone, now that they're doing this, just quit the game. Because if they're really going to be shafting us after everything that we've done to try and keep this alive and tell them that they need to do this to keep it alive, and in response, they've ignored us and made the game worse, okay, just don't support them. That's simple. You can play the game, just don't pay money. Keep the game alive by just playing the game, so at least it'll stay on the Play Store. But hopefully, another company will buy the game, and that company will go bankrupt. So the game will stay at the state it is. Because right now, I mean, the game is going to be the game. If the game dies, it's going to stay this way, even if it stays on the Play Store, because nobody's going to want to work on it if they're not getting paid. So that's going to happen. So if it's inevitable anyway that the game is going to be bad and pay to win catered, then just don't pay money and make it so that that dies, and now we can just play the game. So yeah, so Muse is 100% going to be meta in RTA and in PvP. So yeah, they're pretty much just shafting 90% of players who are not going to spend money to get her. Um, well, I'd say 70%. 30% of people are going to be getting her because they have wish stones, or she's just a new Esper, so they're gonna get her. And then she does some control stuff, which is nice, extending debuffs. But yeah, she's 100% going to be. You're gonna need her in. You're gonna need her in a lot of places. I'm pretty sure because basic attacks with the relief set are becoming insanely broken. Um, and then yeah, she has all of this other stuff. Reduces AP for enemies, some more control. And then here is their way of making money. So really, I'm just thinking, you've released the last 3, 4 updates, and they've pretty much just ruined the game. And every response you've had is just release a new Esper to make money. So now, in response to the insane amount of backlash you're getting, like almost a turning point for Dislyte, in response to basically the point where Dislyte is about to be on its decline, you decide instead, let's release more content so people pay more money so that we can keep developing the game. Y'all are stupid. I'm sorry. Y'all are the stupidest goddamn marketers on the planet. So now the game is going to slowly die because Toland Tezcatlipoca, Tezcat, Tezcatlipoca. Yeah, something like that. Tezcatlipoca. Um, Trying to say it in a Spanish accent because I'm Mexican and speak Spanish, but I'm whitewashed, so I don't have a Spanish accent. That simple. um, yeah, I mean, I grew up in America, so and I was born in Palo Alto, which is in California. So, okay, so yeah, really, Toland is just their way of making money. That simple. Um, so this isn't even the worst of it. So let's go to Daddy Fruita's Plays channel real quick. I really don't want to keep releasing videos like this, but Dislyte is just forcing me to at this point because I need to. If I don't, people are going to be scammed out of their money. I want to at least save the people who are following me because they need to know. They need to know that Dislyte is not going to listen to them and they're going to keep screwing them over and scamming them out of their money. That's simple. Um, where was it? Pretty sure. I watched a lot of videos, so I don't know if it's. Yeah, okay, so I'll just go to. Wait. Sox's Kun just released a new video. Yeah, so he said Tolan and Nora are going to shake them out. I agree. They're 100% going to be part of RTA and PvP. But he's not really talking about anything about what I was looking at. So here, this is why I watch Daddy Free to Play because he has a lot of connections with people who are actually in the game. So the final straw. This is the video I watched. Everyone should go watch this full in depth. But oh come on, ads. There goes YouTube with the tads. But yeah. So basically, he'll be hello. Okay, there we go. So here, he talks about this, so you can watch the video if you want, but I just want to touch on it real quick. To make it easier to complete trials, note the keyword easier. They said easier. The mechanics have been adjusted for this event. You can select equipment presets. Oh, okay, that is great. Manual controls are disabled during combat. What in the fuck are you doing, Dislyte? I am exactly where I'm at. I'm on the same page as Daddy Free to Play. I am at the final straw. I am literally on the cusp of deleting this game and telling everybody that they're just going to be scammed till the end until they leech enough money to make a new game and come under a different company or whatever because now everybody's going to know that Farlight and Dislyte are scammers, so they're going to try and make a new company so that they can make money and do the same shit. So yeah, I feel like that's what they're going to try and do because that's really their only way they can recover from not only scamming everybody but also having a bad reputation now because the game is going to die if they continue. They have to fix the fucking game. Just listen to us. So yeah, and I feel like this is going to become a thing now. The problem with making everything not manual is that now it's RNG based. What's the problem with RNG is that you can pay so that the RNG is in your favor. That fucking simple. You pay to R6 your espers to get as much as the best equipment as possible to have everything maxed out. You can say fuck you RNG. That's simple. But with everybody who is an average player who's not spending tens of at least thousands of dollars on this game because that's a lot of money. At least thousands of dollars on this game. They will not be able to do anything because they're going to have to be wasting their time, which is going to make them not want to play the game because the game is already being a waste of time with it being a Blitz Fest and also RNG Fest. The RNG is already so horrible that it's already pay to win. If you do this, the trials become 1000%. You need to pay in order to do anything feasible on these trials. Like, seriously, at this point, just tell us you're gonna scam us out of our money. Like you couldn't say it clearer. And you skipped the combat process. So I don't really care about that because people want some idleness in the game, and I'm okay with idleness in the game. But here's the problem: is the fact that they're ruining the game with all of this stuff. So now all of these compound, there's like 30 major problems in Dislyte right now. That's how bad it is. There's 30 fucking problems in Dislyte that are so bad that it literally needs the entire company, the entire corporation of Dislyte, whoever fucking made it, Farlight and Dislyte, sorry, Lilith Games, to turn around, listen to everything we're saying, and implement it in the game, and continue doing that until it's fixed. Because the nails in the coffin are being are increasing. They're gonna keep being hammered, and the game is going to die. I'm giving this game 2 to 3 years if the developers keep doing what they do, because I feel like they do some things to try and help the game. So at least some equipment stuff will be fine, but everything else is going to be horrible. So that's going to grate on everything that is good. It's going to make everything that is good feel like it's only there to do the bare minimum, basically. So yeah, I'm sorry everybody. Dislight is doing this, but a scum company is going to be a scum company. That's simple. Thank you guys for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support. Helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 111 subscribers last time I checked, so you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Sad news. This channel is just becoming a sad fest, which I do apologize, but it's not really my fault. It's all the developers destroying the gaming mobile industry. And if that keeps happening, then say goodbye to the mobile gaming industry. That's simple. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.